Hi there, I'm David Jurassic, founder of Powerful and Loving, and I want to commend you for having the courage and the honesty to look at yourself and wonder what's getting in my way, and to start to notice the 5 saboteurs, which ones are at play in your life. Now? What do we do once we know, oh fuck, I'm a lone wolf, I'm a fixer, I got the pleaser, I got the critic, I got the victim, I got them all. What do we do now? Instead of falling into despair, getting down on yourself, and then going into some spiral of addiction or bullshit or avoidance or numbing, let's be real and let's go further. For each of the 5 saboteurs in this video, I'm going to tell you about what will happen if you don't do anything about it, and what will happen if you choose to evolve your saboteur. Now you see, each of these forces that can be our biggest enemy, our biggest barrier and block, they can be evolved into one of our greatest allies. And I've seen this again and again, working with hundreds and hundreds of men and boys. I've seen how this works. So I'm going to give you the map for each of them. And then by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about 3 pathways that can help for you to do that. Okay, there's many ways, and I'm going to tell you about 3. Let's start with the lone wolf. Now, if we don't do anything and we remain the lone wolf, this is the image. We end up an old man in a senior center or some hotel with his dick in his hand, chasing pleasure, chasing escape, addiction. That's the dead end of the lone wolf. Nobody cares about you. Nobody wonders about you. You left the world behind. Now, if we evolve this part of us that wants freedom, that wants excitement, that doesn't want to be trapped, if we evolve this part of ourselves, we become the explorer, the adventurer who invigorates every relationship. As a father, as a partner, as a colleague, as a friend, you're the guy who brings the fun into it, the passion, the adventure, who wants to go further and deeper and penetrate life, the mundane, peeling it back. And you bring passion, you bring excitement to every relationship. The loving explorer and adventurer, okay? Number 2, let's talk about the victim. Ooh, this is painful. The victim, unchecked, unhealed, left in that state, is best friends with the lone wolf, right? Wants to go off on his own. It's always somebody else's fault. And just collapses into himself. Now, who wants to be married to a victim? Who wants to be best friends with a victim or have a victim be their parent? It's a dark hole, a pit we can get trapped in, and it repels everyone in our life, right? But if we heal the core wounds of the victim, when we help that victim to evolve, what actually turns into is a deeply sensitive, attuned, present healer. You develop this capacity in every relationship. It's not just in one area of our life, in every area of our life. That part that was always taking things personally and getting hurt by everything, that part becomes the part that is sensitive to everyone else's emotions, including our own, and is able to bring a little bit of healing, to say the right words, to know the right way to hold someone, and even to confront someone who's being a victim in a loving way, in a disarming way that brings healing to every relationship. So you become the vibrant healer. 3, the fixer. I have all of these, by the way, but the fixer, if that's what we keep doing, we push people away. Right? Who wants to be fixed? Nobody wants to be married to someone who's trying to fucking fix you all the time. It's one of the biggest reasons of divorce. My partner did not accept me as I am. Damn it. They were always trying to fix me. Like there's something wrong with me. And they're always trying to fix ourselves like we're broken. That's not how it works. So the fixer just gets more and more frustrated and just burns out if it doesn't fucking work. Gets into a lot of fights. Again, pushes people away. And is never happy with himself, never content. But if we evolve the fixer, we become the influencer, the finesser, the fine touch, the one who, when the moment is ripe, when somebody's open, he knows the right advice. He knows the way to help people. People walk away from you when you have this gift, when you've developed this and evolved this quality. They walk away from you and go, damn, that was so helpful. Wow, every conversation I have with you is so helpful. It's like you knew what I needed to do and you gave me the right thing at the right time to get me to there. And I can't thank you enough. If you're in the helping profession or if you just want to be that guy in your life that everyone says that, damn, he's so helpful. He saved my life. He helped me to navigate something even my therapist couldn't help me with. Fuck, this is awesome. Number 4, the pleaser. Again, I've had this. It can come back, it can creep back in a little bit. The pleaser can get really resentful from giving so much, from bending so much, from focusing on others and not having his needs met. Can become bitter. Again, that pushes people away, right? And you can have a bunch of these, like the pleaser and the victim can go eat a tub of ice cream together or smoke a joint or get drunk. For me, the pleaser and the lone wolf would get together a lot. Yeah. So we can imagine what happens if the pleaser just keeps trying to please, right? Burns out, gets resentful, turns into fuck you, isolating and all that. But picture this, the pleaser when you evolve this part and you get through the wound of feeling rejected and you heal that, you get to be this person who gives enormous pleasure, right? You know the buttons to press in your partner. You know how to light up your kids and make people feel really loved. Like you understand their love language and you know how to speak it and you know how to play that string just the right way to make them sing, right? So you're a powerful pleasure giver. And the best part, you know how to ask for what you need. Yeah, that's right. And you know how to negotiate reciprocal needs. I'm going to get what I need. You're going to get what you need. We're both going to be on fire with pleasure and joy and feeling of deep love. That's possible. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've seen that again and again, especially with a lot of givers, a lot of good dads, a lot of great husbands. That's where we get to when we heal and we grow. The last one, the critic. This one was stubborn for me. You can criticize other people, you can criticize yourself, or both. And if that does not get addressed, it's like one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, according to John Gottman, founder of science around relationships. This like 95% sure you're going to have divorce in your future if you are critical of your partner and yourself. So, the critic. This is a beautiful one because the critic can turn into the king, the conscious king, the one who makes really fucking good decisions, like wise, who considers everybody in the family. Whereas a critic divides and he finds fault in whoever, the conscious king can bring everyone together, can hear every side, every facet of a problem, and can make the wisest, most loving and powerful decision. People come to you for counsel, for wisdom, and people come to you to be seen deeply, accurately, not just have sunshine shown up their ass and not be torn down and criticized, but to be really seen and understood. That's your gift. Now you can imagine, I've kind of touched on this, that each of these 5 saboteurs, they have a wound. They're wounded. And they have no skill, or they have poor skill. They're doing what they've always done, what they've learned. So we have to teach them a better skill, and we have to heal the wound. When we do that, they evolve naturally, and they become allies. They help us to have even a better relationship. They help us to thrive in our businesses, in our communities, in our parenting. But we need to evolve them. And there's not a lot of places to do that. You could go see a therapist, you can find a coach. And I advise that you trust your gut, your heart, the first few sessions. If you put it on the table, this is what I want. I want to work on my critic. I want to be more clear-eyed and see people as they really are and love them fully. Can you help me with that? And if you see results in the first few sessions, you're on your way. That's all it takes. The right person, your readiness and willingness, that's all it takes. But you might have to look around. So I wish you that. Now in our community, powerful and loving, we have a few pathways. Now I believe that as a mentor, not a therapist, not a coach, as a mentor, I believe in a one-to-many approach. So when you mentor with me, I work with you one-on-one, but I have a team of mentors, and I engage you in joining some groups and some adventures. Adventures going out into the world, experiencing things in a new way with other men who are really committed. And coming to some groups, having some deep conversations with other men, deeply invested in this path of growth. So that's the mentoring path. I call it diamond mentoring because there's many facets, but there's a strong core. Diamond heart mentoring. So there's that. We also have the master heart. It's like a mastermind. You'd have a mastermind for your business. Well, a master heart is a bunch of men who are committed for 6 months. Every week, they show up for each other. They cry together, they laugh together, they celebrate. And there's no advice. There's no advice. This is really powerful. There's deep, 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 deep listening and knowing each other and then reflecting back. And sometimes, yeah, we offer each other counsel, guidance, we mentor each other when the moment is right. We offer that and we receive that. It's very powerful, and it's only for men who are really committed for 6 months to give their best to other men and to get that in return. So these are the deepest paths, the paths that I feel most certain. If you want to evolve a saboteur, it's going to happen. It's going to happen within 3 to 6 months, maybe even sooner. Depends on you. It depends on where you're at in your journey. We also have a community, powerful and loving, online. It's a slower path. We have groups every couple weeks that you can engage in. You can get to know who we are. It's a way of sussing us out. And we have adventures. There's four. I said 3, now there's 4. We have adventures. We have a wild heart training 1 to 2 times a year. It's like a 5-week intense initiatory adventure. And we have other adventures every few months or so to enliven you, to wake you up, to bring you to life, to see yourself clearly. Now, I want you to think about these saboteurs have been there for a long time. I don't know how old you are. I'm 45. I mean, until the last few years, that's just like, I kept getting older, having kids, growing up, working, rising in my career and all that. But I could still be a critic, like a 6-year-old, you know. I could still feel like a victim, like a little kid. I could still be a lone wolf, like a teenager. These saboteurs can become frozen in time. The good news is it's never too late to evolve them, and you can evolve them pretty fucking quickly. The tough love news is that it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to just, oh, I watched this video, oh my God, I have all this insight. Now it's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore. Fuck that. You're totally going to do it. You're going to watch this video, you're going to go, oh, that's me. You're going to identify, you're going to get inspired, and then you're going to keep doing it. Because it's not an intellectual thing. It's not a mindset thing. It's in your heart. It's in your guts. That's where change needs to happen next. Deeper change can only happen in the heart and the gut. Come back up. So, if you're interested in that, if you're kind of taking this all in and you're still like, I don't know which path is best for me, reach out to me. I'd like to give you a little bit of time, get to know you, and maybe help you find the right pathway for you if this is what you want. I don't want to waste time. So take some time to kind of ask yourself, do I want to evolve any of these saboteurs? Am I willing to do what it takes to get support? You cannot do it alone. That's the last message of this video. You cannot do it alone. You've tried doing it alone your whole fucking life. Don't bullshit yourself. That's just the lone wolf, right? Oh, I have this insight. I'll just go off into the woods and I'll figure myself out and I'll come back renewed. Yeah, fuck that. That's just bullshit. Now, you may have a powerful practice like meditation, deep reflective practices. That's beautiful. But you need relationship, and you need allies, and you need support. And if you go out into the woods, and you connect to nature in a deep and profound way and to higher power, those are your allies. Wonderful. That's what I mean. You cannot do this alone. And I wish that more than anything for you, that you penetrate the lie that you can do this alone, that you should do this alone, that only you have to do this alone. That's fucking bullshit. It's a lie. It keeps you wounded, scared, and alone. And then you're depleted and you don't have much to give to your family and to your work and to your future self. Penetrate that lie. Break yourself out of that spell. Wake up, smell the coffee, smell the deep, rich earth. Get grounded, come back to your senses, feel your body, and ask yourself, do I want to evolve this saboteur who's been getting in my fucking way for so fucking long, or he's been sabotaging everything I've tried to build? He's destroying it. Am I willing to open up and learn and grow with other men and allies, heal this wound and overcome these fears and step in to the world with more of myself, more whole, more alive, more passion, more courage, more power, more freedom, more trust, more clear about who I am? The answer is yes. Find me, reach out, let's do this. Or keep going into this world and looking, and you will find. What you seek is seeking you. You will find it. Till next time, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you all the power and all the love.